Hello, I'm Carrie Keenan. I'm joined in the studio by Mark Shriver, who recently completed a book about his dad, Sergeant Shriver. Mark, how does it feel being the son of two parents who have been so instrumental in the volunteerism movement?
Well, you know, they were great parents. And the name of the book is A Good Man. It's because my dad was a good guy. He treated everybody the same, as did my mom. And they were so committed to the causes that they cared passionately about. Volunteerism, getting people out involved, whether it was in Special Olympics or the Peace Corps, or here domestically in Head Start, Legal Services for the Poor, Job Corps. They created these entities because I think they really cared about making the world a little bit better place than what they found it. So it was great. I mean, I didn't know any different, obviously, but they were terrific parents, really right there in our lives, not just doing these wonderful national and international programs, but really caring about us as their children.
And so they brought their attitude of volunteering back into the family. And
My mom and dad, the Special Olympics camp started right here in Rockville, Maryland, right off of Rockville Pike, and my mom ran camps for people with developmental differences until she died. So our kids, my wife Jeannie and I have 3 children, my nieces and nephews all participated in that camp. In Potomac, when my mother was much older, they participated in Best Buddies, in Special Olympics now, and volunteerism on a bunch of different levels. So yes, it was very much a part of our life, no question about it. And it, you know, there's an old cliche that you get more than you give, and that's really true. You know, you learn so much from volunteerism. You learn so much from getting involved, getting your hands dirty, going down with an organization like Save the Children where I work, down into Louisiana, Mississippi after Katrina, or internationally in the Philippines where we're working now. You learn so much more, but you got to get up and go.
What impressed you most about your dad's mission of service?
Well, you know, the thing that impressed me the most about Dad was, you know, he's a real human being. He was a good father, a really good father, and did all of these wonderful things around the world, but he was in the moment. So if you were talking to him at a cocktail party, he didn't look over your shoulder. He didn't care about anybody else in the room but the person in front of him. And that's really hard to do, especially in a town like Washington. And you see that commitment to the individual, to the moment, in his call for the Peace Corps and the creation of the Peace Corps and his movement to encourage people to volunteer.
The 50th anniversary of the Peace Corps was recently observed, and the 50th anniversary of the assassination of JFK also occurs this year. What differences to the social service and volunteer agenda of JFK would be different, do you think, if those events hadn't transpired?
You know, I don't know the answer to that. I know that, you know, my father, President Kennedy, reached across the aisle to try to get things done for this country, and I think Republicans and Democrats, you know, they'd fight it out in elections, but once the election was over, I think there was much more of a sense of, okay, what can we compromise on to help move the country forward? And today I feel that in politics, there's much more of a sense of, I've got to destroy you, whether you're a Democrat or Republican, and there's much more emphasis on what separates us.